Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the preview. Today is January 19th, 2025. Happy day before the day. Wanted to come on and talk to you guys today. Sorry, I haven't put out a video in a couple of days. I've had a sick kiddo, so I've been taking care of that situation. He's feeling much better, so thought I'd come on and speak to you a little bit today before tomorrow comes. And I wanted to go over a few things with you real quick. I spoke to you about in one of my previous videos that I got the message that the red hats were being frozen out. And it seems that that's happened. And I also wanted to go over me still not seeing the event. I don't see it. I thought maybe I was focused on the huge stage outside. Maybe I was trying to look at and see that happening. But, so, went and tried to see it since they moved it inside to see if I could see what was going on there. But it's still cloudy and murky. There's so much cloudy and murkiness to all of this. I don't understand it. I'm not getting a clear picture. I've said, jokingly that maybe my guides are protecting me because I just can't see him. And I don't need to see him being sworn in. And I joked about maybe my guides were protecting me and didn't want me to see it. But listen, regardless of what happens, we all need to find peace within ourselves. Either way, I see no matter whoever gets in to be the pres, lots of turmoil the next year or two. I see that. Whoever comes in, and we're going to go through lots of growing pains, and I want to put that out there and be clear with you. And maybe that's why I was led to do the video that I did on being a little bit more prepared. So I want to make that clear. I read on if NATO will come and save us, but let's be clear, guys. NATO is not going to do anything that the U.S. doesn't want them to do. If the Dems don't take a final stand, well, then we know their promises were futile, and we have to really push for our elected officials to stand up for us. We're going backwards and we're losing a lot in the process, and it's being allowed. The Dems are allowing it, and these are the people we voted for. I mean, no doubt they're better than the alternative right now, but they're not really standing up for us. They're not doing what they promised to do. And another thing I wanted to touch on was the Tic Tok ban. That includes Lemonade and CapCut. Guys, maybe that has to be down right now to stop seeing the conspiracies and all of that. Maybe we all need to go into this without any outside influences with conspiratorial stuff. And we don't need the red hats going on and spreading conspiracies. We don't need anybody. They don't want anybody going in and fighting and pulling together and communicating right now. And I don't know why. I don't know why this cloud and murkiness is all around, but something is different. Something is really different this time, and I can't put my finger on it. But people, I need for you to remember on this TikTok ban that DJT started the ban. Congress put it through, the Senate put it through, and then Biden pretty much had to sign off on it because it was pushed in as that little red pill inside of an aid package for Gaza. So it had to be pushed through. And Biden came out and said they didn't have to shut it down. It wouldn't be enforced. I think he was trying to work on giving an extension. But they did it anyway, and they stated when they shut it down that DJT would come to the rescue. This is all a ploy, guys. The guy that's with TikTok, he's going to be there tomorrow with DJT, supporting him. So he's kissed the ring, and he shut down early. He didn't have to shut down, but he shut down, and he shut down early. I need for you guys to really think about that. He kissed the ring. He shut down early. He put on his thing. Unfortunately, we had to shut down, but DJT is going to come to the rescue, you know. Even though DJT is the first one that said there needed to be a ban. When it comes back, and I'm pretty sure it's going to come back, but when it comes back, I'm assuming we'll see lots of DJT propaganda. And those speaking out against DJT, they're going to be the ones silenced. So be careful and use your own discernment on that app. Be careful. I'm just seeing that something isn't right there. So be careful with that app. And I'll tell you, I was on it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching all the funny videos and the animal videos. And I had a lot of fun. But just be careful with that app. Be careful with what you consume going forward when that app comes back online. But guys, listen. Tomorrow's coming. Tomorrow's coming, and I need for you all to be ready. Okay? Don't assume anyone's coming to save you. At this point, don't assume anyone's coming to save you. If he gets in, and hear me out on this one. Don't, just hear me out on this. But if he gets in, maybe it's a blessing. And a blessing in disguise. And I know that's hard to see right now. I know it's hard to see. But just hear me out on this. He's losing it. He's losing it. He's bringing in people who are trying to just take over everything and trying to take all of our rights away. And he's going to take away his own supporters' rights. And he's not going to stand by them because he's in now. He don't need them anymore. He's in. He's not going to stand for his people anymore once he gets in. So if he gets in, don't just let me go here with you real quick. But if he gets in, maybe it's a blessing in disguise. His supporters will finally see who he really is and be ready for him to go. They're going to be ready. By the time he goes, and he's going to go, he's not going to last the 4 years if he gets in. And they're going to be ready for him to go, and there's not going to be any uprising because they're going to be like, you need to go. And the Dems, the people who voted against him, even some of the Republicans that voted against him, this is the blessing in disguise. Maybe once he gets in, they're going to say, you didn't fight. You didn't fight. You didn't do what you said you're going to do. And maybe they're going to hold their feet to the fire. Their representatives' feet to the fire from now on. Maybe they're going to say, I need you. Hey, you work for me. I need you to stand up for us, you know. And maybe this will open their eyes. Maybe him getting in, them allowing him to get in and seeing what this does will open up a lot of eyes and say, this person, they didn't stand by us. So when I go to vote next time, I need to find someone who is a true fighter, who's truly for us. And saying that, I really believe Kamala was truly for us. But I don't believe that the whole Democratic Party administration, anybody within the government. I don't believe she had all of their support. I believe they weren't ready for it. And I've read on that several times. I know there's infighting within the Dems party, and I don't believe that she had the support and the backing that she was supposed to have, that they should have given her. And I believe she's a fighter, and I believe that she really wanted to see us go in a different direction. But I believe she was held back. And I believe that we need to dig deep in on that and find out who those are that are holding back the ones that are trying to make a difference and stand up for us as a people. I still see both parties dissolving. I still see that. I see the Dems breaking off. I see the Republicans breaking off in two different groups. I predicted that both parties would be having infighting, and even physical altercations, even physical infighting. And the day after my the day after I made that video, we saw what happened in Georgia. They kicked one guy out, and it got very physical. And I see more of that to come, so you guys be on the lookout for that. I had hope, and I still have a glimmer of hope that maybe something will work out for Kamala. When my doubts came in, though, was when Biden gave his son that pardon. That's when my doubts started coming in. He always stood for, no one is above the law, and I know that was a hard decision for him to do, and I know that he wouldn't have done that if he knew for sure Kamala was getting in office. I know he wouldn't have done that because that was his biggest principle that he stood on. No one is above the law, And when he went and pardoned his son, I said, oh no, oh no. But guys, you got to look out for yourself. If you can't bear to watch it tomorrow, turn the TV, don't watch it, Turn your TV on, because we know he loves crowds and ratings. Turn your TV on, but put it on something that is not covering it. Because when they go to look at what people were watching, your TV has to be on. So turn your TV on, just put it on something that doesn't have that on. And I wanted to talk to you about this. You guys need to go out in nature tomorrow. You just need to go out in nature and be reminded by nature how we should be. I want to give you a few references on that. I mean, if you go out and you see a stream, a stream offers all living things to drink from it freely to sustain their life. But it doesn't drink from itself. It forges a path to flow for many to drink from, to sustain life for all the others. Look at the trees. The fruit-bearing trees, they offer food for all, but they don't eat from themselves. They don't eat their own fruit. Other trees offer oxygen for others, and shade, and places for animals to find shelter and homes. Think of all the birds and the squirrels and the things that live in the trees, and trees provide protection for animals. Think of the trees. They shed their leaves every year in the autumn, and they go dormant so that they can rest. But as their leaves hit the ground, they then turn to compost to offer food for worms and other animals underground. And then it's used for food to enrich the ground for growth of all the things around it. For other trees, even for itself, it composts and gives itself food. Look at all the animals. Now, animals, you want to talk about free? Animals are truly free. If you want to know what freedom is, animals are truly free. And they watch nature, and they know when to work for food and when to put away. They know when to consume the food for life, for energy, animals know. And they work together to sustain this ecosystem for all the world's creatures. And that includes us. If it weren't for animals, the ecosystem wouldn't work properly, and that would really, really, really impact us in a negative way if we didn't have them. So if you want to be a good human, you need to watch and observe and just go out and ground yourself in nature. There's so many other examples I can give you about this, but I hope you get my point here. Just go out, ground yourself in nature, watch how nature works, and it's showing you, plain as day, how we should live our lives. We should work together and help each other and be there for our fellow citizens. We should do the things to make this world a better place. We should work together to help the planet, because without the planet, we can't exist. You can have all the money in the world, but if you don't have a working planet, and our planet's very upset right now, what good is that? Why do you think these people want to go to other, all these rich people, they want to go to other planets? They're like, oh, I done messed this one up. Let's zoom off, and you little people here, you can stay here and suffer the consequences of what we, mostly them, did. We all are harming the planet, but they are really doing a lot of harm with the things that they've got going on. But my reason for saying this is to say we're going to be okay. I mean, just build your community and stand together and stand up for what we believe in. That's what we have to do. We have to trust our own intuition and fully discern what we hear from others. Fully discern it. The news, and especially the politicians, you need to do your research and you need to stay prepared. I'd like to kind of read on the U.S. for the next 6 months and see where we stand. First, we'll start with the rides. Will the U.S. suffer a lot of turmoil within the next 6 months? Yes, thank you. Will the people of the U.S. come together and help each other through these times? Yes, thank you. Will the people, regardless of color, race, sex, political party, will the people finally stand together and work together to help get through these next 6 months? No. And that's why I say it's important that you find like-minded community. I think there's going to be a lot of turmoil, a lot of uprising. Guys, please don't go out and do anything dangerous and go out and try to harm anyone. That's never the answer. Speak up, hold your voice strong. Contact your representatives, all of that. But we really don't need more agitation that is harmful in any way. We don't need any more of that. So, how are we looking to the U.S. in the next 6 months? How are we looking in the U.S. in the next 6 months? How is the U.S.? Are we going to be okay? Are we going to be okay? But you want to talk about stress. I've had one kid sick this week. I had one kid leave to go back to college this week. And I had one kid sign up for the military this week. The military. And all of the world's chaos. It's been a stressful time for Mama. But we'll get through this. I have some very headstrong kids, and they're tough. They're tough. So we'll be okay. Next 6 months. So what's going on? Justice. We're in justice right now. And our obstacle is the world. Below it, in our distance past, is the Two of Cups. We need some connection. Recent past. Five of Pentacles. Loss. That was in our recent past. Worry and poverty and insecurity. Wow. The here and now for the next 3 months is the Ace of Wands. A new project, inspiration, an urge to create, opportunities, beginnings, opportunity for new growth. That's here and now. So what's our future? Wow. The Two of Pentacles are kind of, we're going to be juggling. We're going to have to adapt. We're going to have balance and decisions. It's going to be a lot of juggling. That's in our future for the next 3 to 6 months. The influences. What's influencing us? Oh, wow. The Five of Wands. A lot of conflicts. This is what's influences right now. A lot of strife, a lot of tension. How we see ourselves. The Wheel of Fortune. We think we have the best country in the world. I think a lot of people are finding out that we've got a lot of issues too. Okay, so our hopes and fears are the Knight of Swords. We're driven to succeed. We want to defend our beliefs. That's our hopes, and we want to defend our beliefs, and we have the ambition. We've got to dig deep and pull that out. And the final outcome is the Knight of Wands. inspired action, adventure, fearless, impulsiveness. The Knight of Wands. Get a clarifier on that. The Queen of Cups. Compassion and comfort. That's free, man. It's our final outcome. I'm telling you. I'm sitting here and my logical mind is trying to tell me to tell you guys, be prepared for tomorrow. They're full steam ahead. They're going to do it. But none of this is showing me that. None of it. Now, when I say I don't see intuitively and psychically, I never saw him getting in. But I never saw her standing up there either. It's all cloudy. I can't see it. It's like I see the stage. I see it all coming together, but then I see it all broken down. And what happens in the middle, I'm not able to clearly see. So this is all just, I don't want to give false hope, because it's not very clear to me, and the images that I'm seeing, I don't know if I'm reading it correctly, and I don't want to give false hope, because we know what is planned for tomorrow, and there doesn't seem to be any backing down from that. There doesn't seem to be any news coming in to say anything different, so I don't want to give false hope, but every time I read, it just doesn't pan out. So all I can say is keep your head on a swivel. Watch what comes. If you can't bear to watch, please don't. Spend that time in nature. Reground yourself. Just put yourself back out there. So, you guys, I'm going to let it go there. I'm sending all the love and light I can to you. We'll get through this, whatever happens. We'll get through it together. Please consider subscribing so that we can build this tribe and help hold each other up. This is going to be a tough year no matter who gets in. I can see it. But I also think that we can work together. Let's build this tribe together. Let's get this channel going. Like I said, I'm sending you all love and light. Just hang on. We're going to be okay. We'll be okay. We'll walk through this together. We're going to see some hard times, but we're going to be there and hold each other and lift each other up, no matter what happens tomorrow. This is bigger than the U.S., guys. It's bigger than the U.S. Things have to play out. Things have to change. There's a lot going on worldwide. It's not just here. And if things don't change tomorrow, it's going to happen soon. They can't continue to let the oligarchies in certain countries intimidate, interfere, and all the things in our free and fair processes. So hang in there. We're going to be okay. I'll be back. Maybe tomorrow after all the events, I could come back and we can talk through this together. Hang in there. Please consider to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you can. It's free. Let's become our community. Let's work through this together. And good luck, guys. Hang in there. Have a blessed day.